Hi there, I'm Luann, and this is Seasons Change. Well, I'm so glad that you stopped by my channel today because this is going to be a little series taking this old abandoned building that's located at my church, and I'm going to transform it into a Christmas store for the kids. Now, I had already begun the decluttering process before I decided to bring you along, but trust me, there is tons and tons of work left to do. If you like decluttering, sorting, organizing, or clean with me videos, I really think that you're going to enjoy this. Let's head on inside. Okay, so the very first thing that I'm going to need before tackling this job is a sip of coffee. You can see the boxes that I've already emptied, but I still have plenty more to go. Right now, I'm just trying to get a handle on what I'm dealing with, trying to see what kind of categories I can put this stuff in, and yeah, I'm noticing a lot of things that I can just remove right away. The items that I'm piling up in the middle of the floor are actually games for our vacation Bible school. So I'm going to put them in the room next door. Okay, so here's the setup. I have my first two boxes that I'm going to sort through. I have an empty box for keep, an empty box for donate, and then this is where I'm going to put the trash. So, here we go. Starting to get a pretty good feel for what I'm dealing with here, and it's really not that bad. I have a whole box full of knickknacks, figurines, that type of thing here. Got some wall hangings going, some candles, a lot of loose jewelry. So, okay, I feel like I need to pause right there and do some explaining. Amongst all of the other clutter and storage are these boxes of items that are from previous Christmas stores. So what you're going to see me doing is trying to find these items and then sort through them and determine what can be used and what we need to just go ahead and get rid of. So that's what I'm doing here, and these are the items that I'm talking about. All right, back to the video. That's just out of the first two boxes. I've added, I'm going to start putting some toys in here as I come across them. These are the things that are questionable. They're either broken, ugly, dirty, I don't know. I'll have to deal with that later. And actually over here, I think I'm going to start a toy box here. And I don't know. We'll just see what the next couple of boxes have in store for me. Okay, so the first two boxes, done. Let's move on to the next. I just want to add that I don't have a clue what's in these boxes and what type of categories I'm going to end up with. So as I go along, you're going to see that my categories grow, and then I start streamlining everything. I had absolutely no idea what this thing was, and as soon as I plugged it in, I figured it out. It is an oil diffuser with a fan, so I thought that was really cool.
When you're trying to sort through a project of this size, this is about the point when things start becoming overwhelming. Because as you can see, I don't even know where to put things anymore. I just keep running into more things that don't fall into previous categories, so you just have to take a deep breath, keep pushing through, and just keep streamlining the best that you can. Right here I've created this box full of breakable items, and I was going to put some of this paper around them, but then I decided against it because then I'm not going to be able to see what I actually have in the box. And that's kind of important whenever you're trying to break everything down into categories. Here's a little nature break for you. I had several of these visitors throughout the day. Okay, so break time's over. Now to get back to work. As you can see on the floor, I'm making progress. I have more boxes, more categories. I'll let you know what all these categories are once I get a better handle on it. I'm not sure if you're able to tell on camera, but this is actually a box full of clocks. On this little magazine rack, I had stationery, journals, workbooks, coloring books, you name it. I'm going to be honest with you, as I was sorting through this stuff, I was thinking to myself, how in the world am I going to turn all of this junk into a Christmas store? And I just had to keep pushing those thoughts out of my mind and focus on the box that was in front of me and deal with that later. With not having a clue at this point how I was going to set up the store or how I was going to display anything, I started a little stack of all of these empty containers that I kept finding. The baskets, the crates, and now I'm just putting all of those items into this one big Rubbermaid. I had no idea what I was going to do with it, but I wanted to hang on to it just in case. Those two boxes that I just placed behind me, honestly, they look like they're filled with mainly trash, but I'm going to have to go through all of it. Okay, and this is kind of a bird's eye view of the categories that I've condensed everything down to at this point. I'm almost finished with all of the boxes, and so I'm going through right now and taking a second look, determining if the items are where they belong or if I need to create new categories. Basically, this is what I mean by streamlining, is to just get everything condensed down to the least amount of categories as possible so that they're more manageable, and in the end, it's going to help me when it comes time to set up this store. Here you'll see that I'm even able to put my categories into categories, and that's when you know you're nearing the end. I've been seriously procrastinating about these last two boxes. They're filled with trash, odd and ends, and a lot of little items that are going to go into those glass fish bowls, like bouncy balls, erasers, just a bunch of little tiny knickknacks. The fact that I'm attacking these two boxes is more proof that I'm close to the end. Another reason, besides just procrastinating, that I saved these two boxes till the end is that I knew that once I had some good solid categories determined, I would be able to sort a lot more quickly through these two boxes. At this point, I felt comfortable going ahead and moving all of the toys together into one Rubbermaid. Okay, so now let me try to explain my train of thought whenever I made these categories. This first box is the most confusing. I have things like stationery, journals, some personal effects like some towels. There's actually a pair of pajama pants there. A little bit of miscellaneous going on there. But in the second box, this is all of the breakable items that set around. So I call this my set around box. It's going to be figurines, a little warmer. This big blue Rubbermaid here, I have purses, bags, little change purses. That's what that is. This Rubbermaid is going to be all of the little items that will need to be sorted into the fish bowls. And then in this box is all the items that can hang. So there's wall hangings, the clocks, things like that went into that box. And then of course we have the coloring books, the activity books, and a little container of some stuffed animals and toys. And that's the bulk of the categories. And this is actually about the third or fourth pile of trash that I need to haul out of here. And then lastly are just the containers of containers. Now, before we all get too excited and think that we're finished, I still have to move on to the other side of the room and see what I'm dealing with over here. And see those two tables behind me? When I first started, I didn't even realize those two tables were there. The room was so full of junk that I didn't even see them. Okay, so I did find some more store items on this side of the cabinet that I'm gonna sort. Yeah, that actually just happened. That's a little plug-in oil warmer that's shaped like a pumpkin, and it's okay. This actually worked out perfectly because I think I can fit all of those boxes into the cabinet. If you look real closely, the one I'm looking in right now, that one had the years 1987 to 1990 wrote on it. This stuff has been in here for a long time. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to get all of the categories condensed down into little boxes, because I want to get them up and off of the floor, because the next step is going to be to get this place cleaned up. But first, there's still one more corner to this 4-corner room that I haven't gotten to yet. Yeah, here's the ugly truth that was behind me. But I'm actually loving all these empty boxes because to me, these are signs of progress. Now this last corner though, that's a different story. There's boxes, trash, junk, bugs, you name it. It's a lot of stuff in a tiny space behind this display case. Okay, coming up in just a second is a little bit of excitement that I was totally unaware of. Yeah, glass display case filled with tiny little teacups. That could have ended a lot differently.
But mankind won't be destroyed. The fact that you and I are working here today is evidence of that.
I know that this case can be used to set up the store, but I'm just trying to think ahead and figure out what on earth I'm gonna do with it. Before I get too caught up in how I'm going to arrange everything and how this is all going to play out, I'm going to go ahead and work on finalizing this day, picking up all of the trash, getting that out of here, another load as a matter of fact, and just seeing what I'm left with, because at this point in the day, this old girl's getting pretty tired. Okay, so this is where we're at. These are boxes that I'm gonna haul out of here. I'm gonna put them in the other side of this building. This is what the rest of the room looks like. I have all of the sort over there in one corner, up off of the floor. The floor is a disgusting mess, but at least I can see it. Okay, so that's gonna be it for part 1. Thank y'all. So this is how we left things at the end of part 1, and I have some pretty good ideas of how I'd like to make this place a little more functional, and that's going to start by moving that glass display case to this back corner. Okay, so my next idea was to move the shelf on the wall in front of the display case, but as you can see, it just didn't work out. I felt like it stuck out a little too far. So now it's time to try a few other things. Okay, so the big shelf fits fine on that wall, but I'm not crazy about the little shelf in front of the display case. I think I preferred it better in the front corner.
I don't deny there's some strange evolutionary process going on, but mankind won't be destroyed. The fact that you and I are working here today is evidence.
Okay, so I feel really good about this arrangement. Here's an overview so that you can take a look at how it all turned out. Now I know that once I start unpacking the boxes and actually setting up the store, there's going to be several other adjustments that are going to need to be made. But for now, I think this is a perfect stopping point to move on to the next part of this video, which is the cleaning. So with that being said, I'm ready to jump right on into it. Let's go. I guess I should start out by showing you some of the surfaces in here and what they look like. Everything is covered in dead bugs and dust and dirt. There's acorns on the floor from where squirrels or some kind of animal has brought these in here. See, there's just dead bugs on everything. It's really disgusting.
Pacing back and forth. Oh, I don't understand why you stand.
So there you have it. This place is dirty. So I think I need to just jump right on in and start cleaning.
Scratching at the scars you left on my skin. But we fight and we fall and we rise through it all till we find what we want. when we lose it all again. Your touch on my skin, pull me close, take me in. Just me, just you, lost in the moment. Lost in the moment. Nowhere left to run. Oh, trying to bide our time. We know it's all done. Take a bow, you win. Oh, swam against your tide. It keeps pulling me in. We fight and we fall. Can we rise through it all till we find what we want? When we lose it all again. Your touch on my skin, pull me close, take me in. Just me, just you, lost in the moment. Lost in the moment. Lost in the moment.
till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Okay, I feel pretty good about this. Most of the stuff on this table is going home with me. That's my purse, my cooler, heater, the cleaning supplies that I brought. Down there is what I need to return to the church and a little bag of trash. But yeah, this is a huge difference, y'all. I feel really good about it. Look how shiny the glass is. No more dead bugs laying inside of there. No more dead bugs along the crevices of the wall. Carpet. I'm really impressed with that vacuum cleaner. Did a really good job considering how bad this floor was. But yeah. So I got the glass. Well, this is the third part of my 3-part series. In this final episode, I will be inviting you in to take a look at the Christmas store. So I'm really excited to take you on inside and show you the final reveal. Let me bring you in for a closer look at the items that we have in the store. You're going to notice that we have items that range from preschool, toddler age, all the way through to adults. And the purpose of this is for the Awana kids to be able to Christmas shop for their family members, but also we added some items that they would be interested in as rewards for themselves for all of their hard work. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the Awana program, it is a once-a-week Bible school for school-age children. It does last the entire regular public school year, and they do games, Bible studies, projects, they have a snack time, and they have memory verses that they're responsible for learning. The way that they earn their Awana bucks to spend in the store is by completing their homework and completing their memory verses. As you saw in part 1, we had a lot of items that were left from previous stores. So this year we took monetary donations and requests from the kids and bought things that we were sure the kids would love. Well, thank you for taking a look around, and I'm going to end this video by showing you some before and after transitions. I hope that you enjoy. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my channel, please do so now by hitting the red subscribe button below. This will allow my videos to show up on your home screen. And if you don't want to miss a video, hit the notification bell and it will let you know every time I post a new video. Thanks for following me on this series. I hope that you enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!